Hello students, welcome to YouTube channel Vidya for Success. Dear students, in this video, let us continue our discussion with the topic of inheritance. Already we know what is inheritance. What is inheritance? Inheritance is a mechanism of deriving a new class from a old class. Okay, so we are trying to derive a new class from an old class. This concept of deriving a new class is referred as inheritance. So here the old class from which we will be inheriting the properties, the old class is referred by the name base class, and the new class is referred by the name derived class. What it is called? It is called as derived class. Next, followed by this, we have also studied that inheritance can be done using different visibility mode. It can be public visibility mode, it can be private visibility mode, or it can be a protected visibility mode. Nothing but at the time of inheriting the properties from a base class to a derived class, we can inherit them either via the public inheritance or using private inheritance or using protected inheritance. Okay, we can go with any one of the method. But what is visibility? What is visibility mode? It will direct, it will control the things which are accessible and which are not accessible. Okay, for example, I would like to access some of the properties from the base class. Who is going to control that? That will be controlled by the visibility mode. Visibility mode, upon using the visibility mode, we are going to decide what all the characteristics are accessible, what are not accessible. Okay. Next. So, in today's class, let us study what are the different types of inheritance. Okay. So, there are different varieties or types of inheritance. So, totally there are 5 different types of inheritance. The first one is referred by the name single inheritance. Single inheritance. Second is referred by the name multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance. And the third one is called as multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance, okay. Followed by that, the fourth one is referred as hierarchical inheritance, and the last one is referred by the name, the fifth one is hybrid inheritance. So, this is a very, very important topic. So, what are all these? These are all the types of inheritance. These are all the types of inheritance. So, single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, multiple inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, and followed by hybrid inheritance. So, let us study them in detail. So, what is single inheritance? What is single inheritance? Deriving a new class from only one base class is called single inheritance. Okay, please notice here. Let us say that we are having a class by the name A. So, this is a base class. So, from the base class, if we derive only one new class, so this concept of deriving a class from a base class is known as single inheritance. Okay, so that is example. What can be the example for single inheritance? So that is, from wood we will be making furnitures. Correct? So, here wood is the base class. From wood we are deriving some of the properties of the wood and we are making a newer furniture. So here furniture is a derived class. Okay. So what is single inheritance? Deriving a new class from a base class is called as single inheritance. Next, the second type of inheritance is called multi-level inheritance. What it is called? The second type is called multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance. Please notice here. Let us say that A is a base class. From the base class A, first I will be deriving a class B. From the derived class, if I derive one more class, then this new class, okay, so how the new class is derived? It is derived from already a derived class, already existing derived class. Nothing but there are not single level, there are multiple levels, and it can further continue to any number of levels. So this type of inheritance is referred as multi-level inheritance. You have noticed in single level inheritance what happened? There was only one level. From a base class we can inherit, we can derive only one derived class, not more than that. We cannot go further. It is not permissible in single inheritance. But in multi-level inheritance what happens? You can continue the inheritance to any level. So, but in the beginning we will be having one base class. From one base class we can derive a new class. From that derived class we can derive any more. We can continue the inheritance procedure process. So, this type of or this level or this type of inheritance is referred as multi-level inheritance. So, the example what I can give you is, let us say that there is a class by the name grandfather. From the class grandfather, if I derive a class, the class name is father. From this derived class, if I derive one more class by the name son, then this type of inheritance is referred as multi-level inheritance. So, this is base class, this is derived class 1, this is derived class 2. Okay. If you want, you can further continue the inheritance process. So, this is referred as multi-level inheritance. Next, the third type of inheritance is multiple inheritance. The third type is multiple inheritance. So, what is multiple inheritance? Very simple. If a class, let us say if the class C, it is derived from two or more base classes. Let us say A is a base class, similarly B is another base class. From these two classes, I am considering some properties. From class A and class B, I am acquiring some properties and creating a new class, and this concept is referred as multiple inheritance. So, how I have derived a new class? The new class is having properties of not only one class, but more than two classes. Okay, but here I have considered only two classes. From class A and class B, I have inherited some properties. So, what is multiple inheritance? It is a process of deriving a class from two or more base class is referred as multiple inheritance. What is the example that we can consider here? For example, let us consider a class by the name Prince. So, the Prince will be having properties from King, as well he will be having some properties from queen. So if a new class is derived from two or more base classes, then such a type of inheritance is called as multiple inheritance. I hope you have understood. Very simple. Next, the fourth type of inheritance is hierarchical inheritance. Fourth one is HIERARCHICAL, hierarchical inheritance. So what is hierarchical inheritance? Please notice here. Here we will be following a set hierarchy. What is that hierarchy? Let us say we had a class A. From this class, we will be deriving, let us say, 3 more classes. Class B, class C, class D. Again from class D, let us say, if we derive 2 more classes like this, let us refer it as E and F. So here there is a hierarchy. So this is the base class, it's a base class. So the base class has given its property to not only one derived class but to multiple derived classes. So please notice here, the class B is having properties of A, C is also having some of the properties of A, the derived class D is also having some of the properties A. Notice here, and similarly here what's analysis, the class E, it's having some of the properties of D as well as they are having the properties of A. So here there is a hierarchy. Okay, so there is a flow of communication, a line of control is there. So this type of inheritance is referred as hierarchical inheritance. So please notice here, let me consider an example. Let us say there is a base class by the name college. College will be offering different courses. So the first course is, let us say, arts is the first course. So this is the derived class, first derived class. Similarly, the second derived class is commerce, and the third derived class is science. Further, the class science can be having 2 types of combinations, let us say PCMB and another one is PCMC. So here there is a line of control here. Okay, for example, the PCMB students, they come under the complete science group, they come under the department, comes under the college. So here there is a hierarchy. Okay, prioritization is done here. So this type of inheritance is referred as hierarchical inheritance. Now let us study the last type of inheritance, that is hybrid inheritance. The fifth one is hybrid inheritance. Hybrid inheritance. So what is hybrid inheritance? Nothing but inheritance made out of amalgamation of 2 or more types of inheritance. Usually we will be considering multi-level and hierarchical inheritance. Okay, so if you combine multi-level and hierarchical inheritance, then you will be coming across a new type of inheritance called as hybrid inheritance. So let us understand this. Please notice here. Let us say that we are having a base class A. From this base class, let us say we are having class B, or else let us consider class C as well as class D. Okay, again class B, let us say if it is exhibiting one more type of class, or it is used if from class B, if we have derived one more class, let us say F or E, something like that. So then here you can observe here we have gone with hierarchy. There is a set hierarchy, different levels. Along with that, added to that, we are also noticing there are different levels here. There are different levels here. So again here multi-level. Okay, so hybrid inheritance is made up of two types of inheritance, especially there are hierarchical inheritance and multi-level inheritance. Okay, so for example, same college will be having a sign of arts followed by commerce course and also science. Okay, followed by this again a student may be from a science or a commerce background, and he will also, please notice here, he will also be a member of a library. Well, please notice here. So here it is a combination of different types. Okay, so if it exhibits this type of inheritance, then it is referred as hybrid inheritance. So there are 5 different types of inheritance: single inheritance, multiple inheritance and multi-level inheritance, and the fourth one is hierarchical inheritance, and the final one is hybrid inheritance. Okay, with this I am going to end the class. Thank you.